Hello, how are you? It's me, it's Gav Cross. Dave's here as well. You know Dave. If you don't know Dave, there's lots of videos that you can find of me telling stories where you'll meet Dave. Now, this story today, you may already know. It was the brilliant Spot On Lancashire. They asked a huge amount of wonderful performers and story makers, storytellers, theatre makers, musicians, artists to make spot on stories. All those brilliant people, and they asked me as well. Not Dave, for obvious reasons. So I made this for them, and it's called A Breakfast Walk. You might have seen it already when I did it live. Now, the reason I'm letting this go today is because this story, and if you don't know what it is, it's a classic story, it's an old story, it's a fairy tale. You'll guess it quite quickly. This is the first, you see, and A Breakfast Walk is probably, it's definitely for you. It's a bit silly, and I would say if you're 4 or 40 or 400 or 4,444, you'd enjoy it. Not if you're 32, though. No. Nobody 32 is allowed to watch it. And then they asked me to do another one, and that is going to be released by Spot On Stories today. And that one is called Twisted Nursery Tales. That's probably not for you if you're 4. It's probably, they've said it's for grown-ups only. I understand. I would say it's for grown-ups and some older but terrible children. If you've been to Funny Looking Kids or seen me live doing my show, Twisted Tales for Terrible Children, you'll know the first nursery rhyme, and then there's a couple of other little short ones I've added on the end that you haven't seen before. And that's being shared by Spot On Stories, and that's a collaboration between Spot On in Lancashire and the Lancashire Libraries. Find that, there'll be links below. But for now, this afternoon, evening, morning, middle of the night, whenever you're watching this, here is the first Spot On story that I did, A Breakfast Walk. And I'd really love it if you did have any ideas for a story. Send them to me. I would always reply. There's nothing over there. I just looked that way to make it look like I was watching what you're going to watch. I was just looking at my curtains. Anyway, let's watch A Breakfast Walk. Hello, my name is Gav, and I am a storyteller, and I think that's the best job in the world. It means I get to come to schools and libraries and theatres and festivals, and now right here to tell people stories, to tell you stories. I love stories. I love reading them. I like speaking them. I like imagining them. I like twisting them. Because they're there to be mucked about with. And that's what I'll do just a little bit with a story that you know. Maybe you can do the same. Maybe you could put a story on video and send it in. I'd love to see it. This is an old favourite, but I'll tell it from a different point of view. Oh dear. I've not had a very good day. I mean, it started well. It was lovely, in fact. Oh, I woke up. With a very great stretch and a great big yawn. I'm not very good in the mornings. I could smell it straight away. Breakfast. Oh, I love breakfast. This morning, my wife had been up earlier than me. Most mornings. I do my bit, though, and made breakfast. So I went down the stairs of our little house in our little forest. I love it. Down I went. Oh, I've got a squeaky step. I must fix that. Down I went. Ooh, there it was, a great big mighty bowl of it, right in the centre of the table. I took off the lid, I picked up a little bowl. One more, I think. You could put some in your bowl as well if you like. There's a little bowl of honey. Glug, 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 glug. I love honey. Glug, 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 glug. What are you doing? I'm just going to have this lovely breakfast that you've made. But it's far too hot to eat. And you haven't had any exercise. We're going for a walk. I'm ready. Little baby's ready. OK, we'll go for a walk first. And that's what we did. A walk through our forest. And we said hello to all our friends. Oh, hello the squirrels. Oh, morning. Oh, good morning, the owls. You're up late. Who are you? It's us. It's your neighbours. We say hello every morning. Who are you? Owls. They're not as bright as everyone makes out. Have a lovely day. We're just going for a walk. Oh, look. It's our new neighbours. It's the piggies. They've just moved in. Oh, look, there's our old friend the wolf. Seems to be popping round to say hello to the piggies. Oh, I wonder how that'll go. So we walked through the forest, and I said, I'm very, very, very refreshed from my lovely walk. Can we go back now and have breakfast, please, my darling? Yes, come on. And that's what we did. We went back to our lovely little house in our lovely little forest. Oh, the door was open. I definitely closed that door. I said to my wife, and my little baby, you wait here. I'm going to check inside. And I went inside. Oh, as soon as I got inside, I saw it. A little chair, smashed up and broken on the floor. Oh, my daddy made that chair for me. When I was a baby, when I was little once. Oh, he made it with his own paws, and now there it was, all broken up on the floor. Oh, my baby sits in that now for breakfast. Now I put 3 or 4 very big in my bowl. Down there. Oh, there's some missing. My wife doesn't have that much, but she definitely had more in her bowl than that. Oh. My baby's little bowl. It's all gone. Someone has broken in to our little house, smashed up an antique chair,
eaten my baby's breakfast and... Did you hear that? Did you hear that? Listen, listen, listen. I think they're still here. So I made my way up the stairs, tipping, toeing, tipping, toeing. I really should fix that stair. Shh, follow me. Tip, toe, tip, toe, toe. I opened the bedroom door just a little bit. I could look in. I saw that someone had messed up my bed. I had tidied my bed this morning, just like you. You did tidy your bed this morning, didn't you? Did you? And it's all messed up. And there's my wife's bed. She keeps it very, very tidy. Flat sheets and perfect corners. And someone has messed it all up. I opened the door just a little bit more. And there they were, the burglar, the thief, asleep in my baby's little bed. What do I do? What would you do? What should I do? Oh, I decided I would wake them up. Oh, just to stop their terrible snoring, if nothing else. So I tapped them gently on the shoulder. This little girl, for that's what she was, a little human girl. She wasn't very big. This little girl looked at me, and I looked at her, and she looked at me, and I looked at her, and she looked at me, and I looked at her. She started screaming first, and I started screaming, and that's when she ran out the door. Dum, 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 dum. Dum, 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 dum. I think I'm in trouble. I think I upset them. They seemed quite upset when I woke them up. But they did break into our house. They did smash up my baby's chair. They ate all the breakfast. And they took themselves off and tucked themselves up in our bed. I didn't mean to frighten them, but I think I did. And I don't know what to do. I need to think about this one. So we tidied up as best we could and gave our baby a little cuddle, and we cuddled each other and reassured each other and shut the door and locked the door and made some more breakfast and picked up the pieces of the chair. But I need to think about what to do next. If you've got any idea, I'd love to hear. I didn't mean to upset them, but they did mean to break into my house, and I've got a quiet place. I'm going to go and sit there and have a think about it. It's a little walk outside the forest down to the beach. It's a cave on the beach, and I like to tuck myself away. It'll be peaceful there. If you've got any ideas of what I should do or what should happen next, well, maybe that's a story you could tell.
So there you go. What an awful day. Oh, that bear, he did take himself off, down to the beach, to a cave, to tuck himself away. I hope nobody's going on a bear hunt today.